everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are well. So as you can see by the title, today's video
Skirt. Sorry you guys, I just want to apologize now. It's a little bit blurry, but after this intro, it's going to be on point. So please keep watching. Thank you.
is going to be all about the things that I do and the things that you can do to help make your life a little bit easier while in college, and just ways to overall make your grades go up and your anxiety levels go down a little bit. So if you'd like to see all the tips and tricks and things that I like to do in order to keep my grades up, then please keep on watching this video. So the number one tip that I have for you, and this is just going to set everything else off, is getting a planner. A planner will help you so much because it's literally like taking your life and putting it in order. Even if you don't necessarily follow everything that you write down in your planner, you will just feel a lot better to have it, to write things down. It'll keep it in your mind a lot more and just have you thinking about everything that you need to get done a lot better. And it also just makes you feel less anxiety because you'll be able to see it on paper. It'll remind you constantly. And when you forget something, you can just look right in there whenever you get ideas. It's kind of like a journal too. Like I use my planner to do everything. Like I write down video ideas. I tell myself to, do these goals like drinking more water, eating healthier, being more productive. Like those are some things that I like to put in my planner. And they're like little tiny things that have absolutely nothing to do with my everyday life. But in a way, it just helps me to refer back to it so that I can feel a little bit better and to just keep me going, just keep me going. So this one is from the brand Bandu. I don't know. You can choose anyone. I love the design on this. This is 2017, the year just started. I'll try to link this one down for you. I got it from Macy's, but there are plenty of different planners out there. You can go on AliExpress, you can go on Amazon, you can find them in stores, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, anywhere. There's planners everywhere. So that's definitely one thing that I recommend, and you will not be sorry if you get a planner. The second tip that I have for you is to not procrastinate. When you procrastinate, when you make yourself feel like, I can do it, I got time later, let me just do this first, do my homework later, oh, I don't feel like it, I just had class, I want to relax my mind. When you do stuff like that, it leads to disaster. It will either land to you cramming stuff in last minute, not getting the optimal rest that you need in order to succeed, in order to concentrate for the next day, and you just will not put forward your best 100% effort in your work and in your studying if you procrastinate. So that is another thing. It's kind of like a duh type situation, but this is seriously one thing that I feel like you cannot do. Like you just cannot do it. You cannot procrastinate. I recommend doing everything, if you can, the same night that you get assigned something or within that same week. If you have class 2 days out of the week, don't wait for the next week to do it. Do it that same week. If you can, the same day or the next day. If you work, try to do it before, after your shift. Try doing things like that. That way it will all work out and you won't have to be cramming it in, like I said. Number 3 is if you have work, kind of goes with the last thing that I said. Definitely let your job know, like weeks and weeks and weeks in advance if you're actually registering for class, that hey, I'm gonna start school soon, this is what I need. Give yourself an extra day off from work. So if you have classes 2 days out of the week, tell them you have 3 days so that you can have those 3 days, you can have a full day to get everything done so that you can have the rest of the days free and you can work and you can still have a day off to just relax and do whatever you need to do. And it goes on for more. If you're a full-timer, then you're gonna kind of have to dedicate that one day that you have off to get, your schoolwork in. You have to do it though. That's just what you're gonna need to do in order to succeed when in school. That's it. Sorry. So the fourth thing that I recommend doing is definitely rewarding yourself for when you do something. So this is the fun part. When you do something, let's say if you study for a couple minutes, if you have a foreign language class that you're taking and you are doing your daily practices, because that's what you do need. I do recommend taking like little minutes out of the day, like maybe 5, 10 at most, to study a language every day so that you can get it into your head, and it'll keep your brain practicing and thinking about the language every single day. If you do that, reward yourself with something, whether it be a new pair of shoes, makeup, food. If you're on a diet and you do something well, you can reward yourself with some food. Maybe a big cupcake, maybe 2 cupcakes, maybe a frappuccino and a cupcake, something from Starbucks, anything. You can reward yourself. This will make you feel like you've done something good, and it'll also have you looking forward to the next thing. I like to kind of say, okay, if I do all my homework tonight, tomorrow I'll go shopping and buy myself a new pair of jeans, or tomorrow I'll go buy that foundation that I always wanted. Something that just makes you feel good about what you've done, and it's like a win-win situation because you get something new, you'll get something tasty, and you'll get good grades and no stress. Like that is amazing, absolutely amazing. Tip number 5, if you are someone who likes to do masks, I recommend studying while you're doing a mask. So if you routinely take care of your skin, like maybe twice a week, while you're doing those masks, go over something that you have to do for school, even if you've done all your work. If you have to study, if you have a test coming in like 4 days, study while you're doing it. That way you can get things done, like killing 2 birds with 1 stone basically. And it won't make you feel so much pressure to study and so much like it's a chore. It'll be kind of like, oh, let me just do something to pass the time. Tip number 6. So this is something that I used to do all the time. I would always, whenever I'm studying and whenever there's something that I need to memorize, or if it's like a cheat sheet or something like that, the same way that you would do flashcards, I would do electronic voice notes. So basically, I would take my recorder from my phone and I would sit there and read things as if they were statements. So I would turn questions from a cheat sheet into statements, and then I would say the statements into the recording, and while I'm in the shower, while I'm in the car, on the train, wherever I am, I would listen to those recordings so that I can study. Not only will it help you remember things, it will be less stress because you won't have to look at something and read something and do the motion of reading and then flipping over. Like, you don't have to do that. You kind of just idly sit there and just let it all go into your head. And that's one thing that will definitely help you, because I'll tell you, it has helped me the most. I'm not somebody who likes to sit there and study and read things over and over again. I'll be honest. I prefer to hear something in my ears or just kind of see it different places. That's how I get things. Like seeing things repetitively or hearing things repetitively, that's what makes me remember things, versus like having to sit there and read like something and force myself. Like, I'd rather just do it like that. So that definitely helps. It's one thing that has definitely helped me with getting like really good grades in class. Like number 1, I'm telling you, that should have been like the number 1. That should be the only tip. No, I'm just kidding, but it definitely does help, I'm telling you. Tip number 7 is always keeping a good relationship with your professor and with your advisor. This is so important. If you can build a great relationship with your professor, this will not only show your effort. 2, if you're struggling in something, this will help your professor to show, like, to see that you're actually trying and that it's genuinely something that you're struggling with, and not looking like you're just slacking off. 3, there's absolutely no wrong side to it. Like, if you build a good relationship with your professor, they're obviously gonna want to give you a good grade. They're gonna want to help you, and it'll just make everything go by easier. Not only that, you'll get to learn things from your professor that you probably wouldn't have learned if you didn't build a good relationship with them. So something that maybe is not class related but life related, you'll be more open to ask them different personal questions that they'll help you in your future. Same thing goes with your advisors at your school. Definitely find out who they are, get to know them, so that they'll help you advance your college career and kind of get things moving quickly. And they'll also give you some advice to let you know which classes to register for and things to kind of get you on the right track and to help you for your career in the future. You never know. There's a lot of things that you can learn from these people who are here with resources. They want to help you. If you just utilize those resources, you'll make it much easier on yourself much easier on your professor, because that way they don't have to assign you like extra credit things at the end to try to help you because they feel bad for you, but you'll kind of be ahead of the game and you won't have to wait for them. And also, you don't have to withdraw from a class, because I hated withdrawing from a class. Not only did it like kind of slow down the process of graduating, but it also makes things just feel like a failure. Like, I don't know, it just makes you feel bad, I guess. Like I don't know, it just makes you feel like you haven't succeeded or you haven't put your best foot forward. So in order to avoid that, just get to know your advisors and get to know your professors. They're there to help you. They want to help you, and if they see you trying really hard, it will only come out good for you in the end. So those were all of my tips that I had to tell you about how to succeed in college. Those are just a little bit of things. I mean, I have more. I didn't want to make this video too long, and I wanted to make it kind of easy, things that you can kind of get if you're just beginning in college, or if you're in college and you feel like you're going on a down slope, or if you feel like you just need a little extra something to kind of get a grip. Those tips, hopefully they can help you out. If you did enjoy them, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Also comment and let me know if you did enjoy it, if you want to see more videos like this, and if there are other tips and tricks that you want to find out about college or anything else in life, please just let me know in the comment section. And also subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, of course. And I'm sending so much love your way, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!